Hey guys, Zeta here, and welcome to the 1000th video. And as of recording, it's also June 12th. So, I'm another year closer to death. I'm 25 years old now. And this review has pretty much been a long time coming. I've said I would do this back in, 2013. So, and I never got around to it. But this is the Hunt for the Decepticons Leader Class Optimus Prime. Now, there are some differences between this figure and the Revenge of the Fallen figure, which I wanted the Revenge of the Fallen version, but I never got it. I've had this since 2011, and it was really 4 years since 2009, or, well, no, not 4 years, but, I don't remember how long it's been. Like, no, 2 years. 2 years, because 2009, the prior version of this figure came out for Revenge of the Fallen, which this figure is the exact same mold of, but with some tweaks. And it's been since 2009 that I wanted a Leader Class Optimus. It wasn't until I won a prize from that old Nickelodeon Dark of the Moon giveaway that I won a bike, and that ended up being given away for like charity or something. And the prize I kept was, I think it was $50, but it was a $50 Hasbro Toy Shop gift card. I used that on their website, and I got this guy. And yeah, the rest is history, and I've enjoyed it ever since. So, as far as painting and sculpting is concerned, it's very nice. Although I've had this since 2011, so yeah, you're going to see some dust on it. And, oof. Yeah. I guess it's because of the metallic plastic that this cracked and broke. But I fixed it. Super glue did the job. Yeah, you got some clear plastic for the windshield and the doors. They are a bit yellowed here, and even the headlights can get a bit yellowed sometimes. And the Autobot symbol on the grill is nicely painted and sculpted. Nice grading detail on the inside of the grill. And Autobot symbol on there, I guess the sun visor or something. I'm not sure what it's called. I don't know trucks. And gas tanks right there. And really not much kibble. Although, yeah, you can complain about the legs, the back of the legs being right there, and then his crotch and his butt. But hey, it's good for what you get. And it was 2009 when this figure first came out. But when we get to robot mode, you'll see the differences between that and this version. And yeah. Oh, and also another thing with the wheels right here. Because of the transformation, these can get misaligned, and these too. So yeah, and also electronics. You might notice there's this little button here, which I don't know if you can hear that. And if you hold the button down, the truck noises keep going. So yeah, that's pretty legit. And just for a size comparison, here he is with Kirby. I don't know, I'm just lazy, but yeah. Also, just because I have all of them right here, here's I guess, standard deluxe. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get into the transformation. Optimus in robot mode, and the robot mode is super cool. This is the reason why I wanted this figure, was because the robot mode was super faithful to the CGI counterpart, and is having a cool big figure like this is just awesome. And yeah, it's pretty much like its on-screen counterpart, although you can argue that he has a big backpack, and I have to give the Masterpiece figure some credit for that. It fixes the backpack. That's completely gone. And there's not really much accessories unless you want to count how... Oh, I forgot to twist this wrist. But on his arm, he had these switches here. And he has his Energon hooks. And I forgot to mention that the difference between this figure and the original Revenge of the Fallen figure is this is based on the battle damaged version from the forest battle in Revenge of the Fallen. So, hence the battle damaged paint and the Energon hooks replacing the swords. And with the hooks out, you can fully extend his elbows. But to place them back, when you place them back, you have to keep his arms bent like this. Otherwise, yeah, they really have to stay bent. Otherwise, the hooks will just get in the way. But yeah, also when you transform him, when you unclip the torso from the bottom half, you get a transformation sound. Let's see if I can do it without... Yeah, it's there. If you could barely hear that, I'm sorry. And to be honest, transforming this thing for the first time in years was a bit of a struggle, because like the parts have tightened up, hence maybe hence why the blue part on the side of the truck mode broke and cracked. But yeah, and for the rest of the electronics, you pull down on this. Instead of saying I am Optimus Prime, he says we must stop the Decepticons. And speaking of the retooled parts, he doesn't have the mask on him. Like, it shows his exposed mouth. Which, ape face. Now for quick size comparisons, here he is with Kirby. So you can get a pretty good scale of how big he is. And now for articulation, the head can rotate, although it can't really go all the way unless you were to do... Nah, that limits it too. The arms can do a full 360. They can move out that much. You get an elbow swivel that shows some Mecha Live, remember that? Kind of like automorphing. And with the hooks, I almost called them swords. With the hooks out, you can get full articulation of the elbow. But with the hooks placed back in, you can only go that far. And you got a wrist swivel right here. There's unfortunately no waist swivel because this is locked in. The legs move forward that far and back. Don't go that far, because otherwise you'll unclip that. But they go back out that far and out this far. But the wheels do get in the way. You get a bend at the knee. You get a ball joint at the ankle, which gives you a pretty good pivot. And it can go down a good amount too, but that's more for the transformation. But overall, do I recommend this figure? Yes. And if you want this figure, I forgot to say this, but this figure did essentially lay the blueprint out for what the movie Masterpiece figure would be. Because the Masterpiece uses pretty much the same engineering as this. Well, not all of the same engineering. It takes a few engineering cues from this mold, specifically when it comes to the legs. But the other stuff is like almost entirely new. I wouldn't know all about that because I don't have the Masterpiece figure. Matter of fact, I have 0 Masterpiece figures. So what are the odds, right? And the sculpting, very nice. You can even see a Autobot logo right in his chest. Although people can get pissed about the transparent windows because they show the gears and all that. Oh, and I forgot, this guy has a thigh swivel. I forgot about that. And yeah, ankle swivel. But overall, I really like this figure. I loved it when I first got it, and I still love it to this day. As a matter of fact, after I turn the camera off, I'm transforming this guy back into truck mode. So, if you enjoyed this review and 1000th video, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. You can check out my Discord and join that, link in the description. You can also check out my other YouTube channels and my social medias. And this has been Zay Magnus 101 saying, thank you for watching, and here's to another 1000 videos.